1. Jesse's secret stash. Jesse had a secret compartment in his locker where he kept all kinds of snacks. From candy bars to chips, he was the king of contraband. It wasn't until a fire drill caused a shakeup that his stash spilled out in front of the whole class. He was busted, but everyone agreed it was a pretty sweet setup. 2. Amanda's invisible ink. Amanda discovered invisible ink and used it to leave messages all over the school. Her friends knew where to look to find secret notes about upcoming events, but the teachers had no clue. That is, until someone accidentally used a blacklight during a science experiment and her messages glowed like neon signs. Busted, but in style. 3. Sam's sneaky sprinklers. Sam had a thing for pranks, and his favorite involved the school's sprinkler system. He found a way to set them off remotely during gym class. It worked perfectly, soaking everyone just as they were about to start a dodgeball game. The coach wasn't happy, but the rest of the class loved it. 4. Lucy's loudspeaker takeover. Lucy figured out how to hack into the school's PA system. One day, instead of the usual announcements, the school was treated to a medley of her favorite songs. The principal was not amused, but the rest of the school was singing along. Lucy had to do detention for a week, but it was worth it. 5. Ben's borrowed bicycles. Ben and his friends found a way to borrow bikes from the nearby neighborhood. They'd return them before anyone noticed, but they had a blast riding around the school's empty fields. It was all fun and games until one of the bikes got a flat tire. They returned it with an apology note, but the guilt still haunts them. 6. Rachel's rebellious reading. Rachel loved to read, but not the books assigned in class. She'd secretly read her favorite fantasy novels behind her textbooks. Her teacher was impressed by her dedication, until he realized she was always ahead in class but behind in the curriculum. A quick check revealed her stash of hidden books. Now the whole class hides their books with her during boring lectures. 7. Tom's toppling dominoes. Tom set up a domino line throughout the entire science lab, using beakers, test tubes, and other supplies. He invited a few friends to watch the grand collapse, but they weren't prepared for the chain reaction that followed. It wasn't just a few beakers that fell. Half the lab went with them. Needless to say, the science teacher was not amused. 8. Emma's elevator escape. Emma found a way to escape detention by manipulating the school's elevator. She'd time her exit perfectly, hopping out when no one was looking. She even had a little hideout on the roof where she'd hang out until detention was over. It was a great plan, except for the security cameras that eventually caught her red-handed. 9. Michael's magnificent mural. Michael was an artist, but he wanted to leave his mark on the school in a big way. He and his friends snuck in one weekend and painted a massive mural on the gym wall. It was a masterpiece, but the principal didn't appreciate the unauthorized artwork. Despite the trouble he got into, Michael's mural became a legend among students. 10. Sophie's school spirit. Sophie was all about school spirit, but she took it to the next level. She organized a flash mob during a pep rally with the entire student body participating. It was amazing, until the principal realized it wasn't part of the official program. The whole event was shut down, but Sophie's enthusiasm was infectious.